Every great journey begins with a single step. And at Jesse K. Hospital College of Health Sciences, that step is met with warmth, guidance, and possibility. Here, learning goes beyond the books. It is where future healthcare heroes are nurtured by passionate instructors who believe in their potential. From theory to practice, our healthcare assistant students gain real-world skills in real healthcare settings, preparing them to serve, support, and make a difference from day one. Because at Jesse K. Hospital College of Health Sciences, we don't just teach healthcare, we empower excellence. Admissions are now open for our January and February intakes. Step into your future today. Find us at Blessed House, 5th floor, opposite Garden City Mall. Jesse K. Hospital College of Health Sciences, empowering excellent healthcare.
At Jesse K. Hospital, we understand that a child's smile is priceless. That's why our dental services are tailored with care and compassion to ensure your little ones have the best experience possible. From gentle checkups to specialized treatments, our pediatric dental experts create a safe and friendly environment, making every visit fun and stress-free. Because we believe healthy habits start young. And for the grown-ups, we've got you covered too, with top-notch dental care for the whole family. Visit Jesse K. Hospital today, located in Roysambu, opposite Park University on Lumumba Drive, and experience dental care that's gentle, professional, and family-friendly. Jesse K. Hospital, you first.
A very good morning to you, our viewer. This is Healthy You program by Faith Today TV. We are so much excited about today. It's been a while since we got to catch up again, but we are back to make you stay informed and live healthy lives. Today, it's yet another amazing time. We'll be delving into a very, very, very important yet among some of the things we as a society do not know about. We see them, but we don't know how to put language to them. So thank you so very much for joining this morning. I want just to remind you that this program is powered by Jesse K. Hospital. Jesse K. Hospital, they have branches in Roysambu, branches in Juja Farm and Mariaine. We are so much thankful for that particular privilege. And today, we are going to be talking about autism. Autism. Have you heard about autism before? What does it mean to you? Maybe you can just give us in the comment section. What have you believed about autism before? Maybe you can just begin to share. We're going to decode that. We get to understand autism and living with it and parenting through it. Living with autism and parenting through it. And to help us decode this particular conundrum is none other than Paul and Esther. So it's amazing to see you. Karibuni sana.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Good morning, Esther.
Good morning.
So Paul is an autistic lawyer. Before he gets to speak about himself, I'm going to pass the mic to him. Paul is an autistic lawyer and a leading advocate for accessible technology and digital inclusion. He's so passionate about creating digital spaces that are safe, usable, and empowering for persons with disabilities. He's going to be telling us a little bit more about that. And then Esther is an autistic mom. Esther, good to have you, Esther. You're looking so amazing this morning.
Thank you.
Esther Mumbi is an autistic mom, neurodivergent advocate, and IBA student. Maybe somebody is wondering what IBA student is, but she's going to be decoding that for us once the mic is passed to her. Paul, say hi to our viewers.
Hello all. My name is Paul Kithaka. I'm a lawyer, not yet an advocate, but will be soon. So I have been autistic since birth, and I currently stand in fighting for the rights of persons with autism, psychosocial, intellectual, and neurodevelopmental disabilities in terms of policy, in terms of tech, and in all areas, so that we can be accommodated into the society. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Esther.
My name is Esther Mumbi. I'm an autistic mom raising an amazing autistic boy who is 6 years old. I'm also a behavior technician and a IBA student.
Karibuni sana.
Thank you so much.
Our viewers are so much excited about today's session. There are people who are asking me, Stan, I'm looking forward to it. And for sure, it's here. Maybe we can just begin this conversation by beginning with your own personal journeys. How did you come? How did you begin to see the world after discovering who you truly were?
My story is a little bit complicated. I can say that.
Okay.
I was diagnosed 3 times.
Okay.
Let me just say that. The first time I was diagnosed at the age 3 with autism.
Okay.
And we kind of pushed it off. And it was all about, since, autism during that time, how it was conceived and everything. And then I began speaking at the age of 6, 7 years. And they realized like I'm intelligent, shifted a lot of classes, Liliruka classes. And then diagnosed again in high school. But during that time, there was a lot of stigma. And there was a lot of, because every time you'll tell someone you're autistic, it's either you're lying or you're crazy. So it was all about hiding and not telling anyone. And then that diagnosis is now as a disability. When someone told me autism is a disability, I was really, really shocked at first. Because you all know how disability is, what disability is. That time I had our perception is something that you could say. But I now accepted it as a disability and advocating for it. Let's just stay there for now.
Maybe when did you realize that you experienced the world differently?
Differently is when I discovered it was a disability.
Oh, interesting.
Before that, I used to say, you have to, I'm not sure any of the autistic traits to people, because once you show it, you look like a mad person.
Oh, interesting.
So you don't want, and there was that threat, like, if you do this, you won't get out of the country, you won't be able to vote, you won't be able to do a lot of stuff normal people do. You'll always be, you'll never get jobs, you'll never get education. So it was something like that. So I used to say it's differently, but in a bad way before that. But when I started learning about it as a disability, it's now differently in a good way.
Did you ever feel like you live in a shell?
Yes, pretty much all the time.
Interesting. Esther, to you, maybe you can just tell us a bit about your journey. When did you get diagnosed? Tell us a bit neurodivergence. How did you choose that part of advocacy?
Thank you. First of all, thank you, Stanley, for this moment that we get to speak about our lives. Not so many people will understand.
True.
And as Paul said, when you once you start coming out and say that you are different, people look at you like you're pretending. And somebody may tell you, I don't think you're autistic, and you ask them why, they look at you, you don't look like. Autism doesn't have a face. Yes, autism doesn't have a face. Autism is not detected in the blood. You cannot go for a brain scan and you're told this one is autistic. No. So it's the social and the communication and how we cope with the world. That is how it's different for us. For me, when I was young, there are things that my mom had not yet noticed, but I suffered a lot when it comes to eye contact. So I had not developed my eye contact until I was 14 years. And when I was in class 6, we had, it was that time we were learning about reproduction. And it came to, the changes in girls, there was the aspect of girls being shy. So every time my friends used to tell me, Esther, you're shy. I told them, no. So they kept on asking me that question so many times. I had to ask, why are you saying that I'm shy? I know I'm brave. And it was because you don't look at people in the eyes. So I was like, is that the only pointer? So, and every time they tell me that, they used to come around me and they try to look into my eyes. For those who know about autism, eye contact is very hard for us. Yeah, it's completely, and it's so surreal. It's kind of painful, if I may say. Yeah, so that is how my friends used to come around me and try to look into my eyes. So, and in that moment, I used to diverge and do other things because it was uncomfortable for me. Other things were sensory issues when it came to clothing, a little bit on the food side, and also social aspects when it came, I used to laugh a lot. In every little thing, I used to laugh a lot. So people are like, Esther, you're laughing too much. And also when in a normal setting, people are talking and somebody cracks up a joke, I won't laugh. Because it hasn't loaded for me yet. So I'll get to, pull somebody to the side and ask them, what did you mean by this? So I'll get to the detail of it. I want to know what makes it so funny. So I was awkward in that way. Right now, I get to see myself into my son's eyes because we suffer from, let me say, we relate in so many ways. In that aspect, I was verbal. My son is nonverbal at this point. And I get to relate with how he feels and how he copes with the outside world. Yeah, that's, well, up to now it has been a relief for me because I get to understand how he feels. When my son was diagnosed, he was like 3 years old, I didn't understand it at first. I couldn't relate at that point because as a mom, every mom wouldn't know at birth that the child is autistic. So when we got the diagnosis, I had to get into the depths of it, like, what is it? How do I relate my son? Is he different from me? How do I help him? And that is how I got into the world of behavior analysis. That is, ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis. And we took that as a therapy for my son. And through that, I had to learn. There's a course for parents that you're equipped with those skills to help your child. So through that, that's how I got into advancing it, and now I'm doing the International Behavior Analysis course. Yes.
Wow. Maybe, Esther, what are some of the strengths autism has given you that we people may not expect?
In my world, I say being neurotypical is boring. No shade to you guys, but being neurotypical is boring.
What do you mean?
We notice things that, for you as a typical, you'll have to, to zoom in and identify. For us, maybe it's a little bit different. Yeah, that points out to the, to the meaning of autism. It's a neurodevelopmental condition that, is characterized by social and communication issues. We're just different. Yeah.
Great. It is our difference that gives us power.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe we'd like to just simplify this thing in simple terms, Paul. What does autism mean?
So autism is just a neurodevelopmental condition where, like, there's difference. It's just a difference in social interaction, communication, behavior, different from other people in the society. And you see, autism is a wide spectrum. So that's why whenever we talk about autism, I always tell people like we cannot forget to not to mention our friends ADHD, schizophrenia, bipolar, because you find persons with autism also relate to other disabilities. For example, for me, my primary diagnosis was autism. I always make a joke. Autism is the host. My body is a house. Autism is the owner of the house. But sometimes it needs visitors to come around and everything. ADHD is the most common visitor. Sometimes schizo comes in, says hi. Bipolar comes and greets. So
Interesting.
So we always say it's just us being different, neurodivergent. Like we are just our minds think differently from other people in the society, and we take things in a different approach. So it's nothing that like something that should be alarming. It should not be seen as a crisis, because it's not a crisis.
It's not really a crisis.
It's not really a crisis. So it's just something which we're just different. That's what I can say in simpler terms. I don't want to go to the legal terms because
we're just different.
Yeah.
So the body hosts autism, then the friends visit anytime.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Maybe Esther, from your perspective, how does autism show up in daily life? You see, you stayed with a baby, you suffer as well. Typically, when I am observing, it's a behavioral kind of, overlay.
Yeah.
What should I see? What should I look for?
Yeah, for kids, let's start from kids. You'll see that a kid is avoiding eye contact, like I had said. There's the communication aspect. Some have delayed speech, others are verbal, but they present differently. Maybe it's one word, or they're singing, but they're not communicating. Gets to sensory issues, and when it comes to sensory issues, that's a wide aspect, because you feel like the light are stimulating, the sound, you find other kids blocking their ears.
Yeah, it's becoming too much.
Yes, and it's not the loudness of the sound at times. It depends. It could be the pitch or the kind of noise or the vibration. Yeah. Other things may include repetitive behavior. You may see a child, maybe flapping their hands or doing the same kind of thing over and over again. Probably, or like my son loves playing with sand. He can play with sand the whole day until you give him a break. So, yeah. For adults, that one comes differently, because for adults they have sort of managed their overlay symptoms, and they have developed a coping mechanisms. So for adults, others, not all, communication. Autistic people don't like talking a lot. Yeah, so probably you may talk to someone, they're giving you one-word answers. For also pickiness in food. We don't like messy food. So you find somebody just eating rice and rice alone.
Interesting.
You don't stain it with stew. You have to put it separately.
You have to do rice, then do
rice, then stew.
Then you make a choice whether to mix it or just have it separately.
They will eat, but they may eat, but separately. You don't like, mix it. Yeah. For also the clothing, they don't like things maybe touching their skin around the neck. Yes.
Interesting.
And also, we also look at different triggers. Everyone has their own triggers. One that I've seen in most autistic adults is change. Like ours, we are most into structure. There's like, this is the time we'll do this.
It's like a routine kind of
thing. It's like a routine. You always love certainly a routine. You don't want I'm going to use an example. There was this time I used to shop at Naivas, Gateway Mall, and one day they decided to change everything. Where the bread is, where the milk is, and everything. And that was the worst day of my life in that time, because everything is disarranged. You come with one. You came with a mind like you're going this way, you're going this way, you're going this way, only to find out everything has changed. You need to learn afresh.
Interesting.
And it's really, really annoying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm finding this quite interesting, because the first thing you guys you mentioned when you sat here was how comfortable the light was. It wasn't triggering, and I'm saying it makes sense after you talked about them, so that extremisms begin to disorient your structure.
Yes.
Anything that interrupts your routine automatically begins to you go back to the drawing board and see how to redraw it again. Then the most interesting bit is you don't like things messed up, so that if you're taking rice, it's rice alone, not without stew. If you're taking stew, you have to structure it in a way that I can choose in a way that still.
Well, that represents in different people. The other people just like it the same way. Like you want that your food to be cooked the same way every
day.
other time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a change in chef, another problem.
Well, that raises anxiety, because how is this food going to taste? Is it the same ingredients? Who cooked it? Was it, just the preparation of it? Is it the same? So that brings about some kind of anxiety. Also, yeah, I mean, you've mentioned about the room. There are a lot of colors.
Yes.
Superficial, so it's calm. The lights are not flickering, so it's not sort of disturbing. Yes.
Interesting. Maybe for you, Paul, what are some of the things you feel people might have missed in your childhood or even misunderstood?
In my childhood, most of the times, whenever you do something, you are said you're confused, you're crazy, you're not taking drugs.
Yeah.
So most of the time, sadly to say, I've erased most of my childhood memories.
Interesting.
Sadly to say, because I look at the trauma and everything, and because there are things you do right, you realize right now, you're like, why didn't I notice this early on? But sometimes I learned to forgive them, because you see, during that time, this is how the world will work. We had not yet passed the Mental Health 2022. We had not passed the Persons with Disabilities Act. So there's a way, if I will have come and said I'm autistic. I remember there was a day I was so overstimulated in class, and my mind just went blank. And you're like, people are speaking to you and everything, but you can't comprehend what people are saying. So people thought that being truant and everything. And well, now that time I'd been diagnosed, but the school was like, it's all about you not taking your meds. And now they're like, are you sure the boy is taking the medicines and everything? And I remember the meds, I was told to get it out from the house, take it to the clinic.
School clinic.
Yes. So I should be taking my meds in the clinic all the time, so that they can monitor me. And I'm not going to say the school that it is. It's a very... And there was a time I was even threatened to be taken to this school. It's called Wamomo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just because of how I used to perceive the world. But I kind of say these days I forgive them. Jesus fooled. So because the problem wasn't much them. I don't know if awareness has reached to them right now. Since right now so the awareness is increasing. We cannot say there's so much. It's not we have not yet reached that point, but at least we can say there's a growth. So I can say during that time, the problem was mostly the system rather than the people in it. So for me, I can say there are lots, but I cannot like specify why, because I mostly deleted my childhood memories.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe for our world, when we are looking at autism, there is a divergence in perspective.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not that the people are out of context or out of order. It's just that just experiencing the world in a different way. If only we can put ourselves in those shoes, we could be able to understand them even better.
Yes.
We're almost running into a short break. But before we do that, maybe, Esther, did you feel judged? Did you feel misunderstood while growing up, while also nurturing your baby? What does that world look like, especially from the eyes of the people you look at?
Wow, it's hard. Let me begin. I'm that kind of person when I don't understand something, I'll ask you the whys until I get to the core of it. So it's annoying. For people, it's annoying because why are you asking me so many questions? Not so many people understood me. And also, let me call it hyperfocus. Like, for example, we are picking up a topic at home. I'd want it, let's speak it till the end. We don't get to pick here and there's.
Then drop it.
So I'd like to stick to the same line of conversation. Other people may say it's annoying because you're annoying. Why are you so stuck up on this? And so that came also with my friends when I told one of my friends, hey, I'm autistic. She was like, oh, so that's why you ask me a lot of questions. I'm like, so please, when I ask something, just be, go into depth of it and make me understand, so that we can be on the same page. So not so many people understand. Also, when I'm overwhelmed, I would like to, give me space. Don't be on my face too much. Give me a little space. For me to, refresh. I'll come back and I'll talk to you when I'm ready. So right now I get to make my friends understand.
Wow.
Right now, well, those are close to me, they understand.
Wow.
They'll be like, oh, so that's why you have, sometimes you're so strict on something, especially on time or on, other things. They're like, oh, that's why. I'm like, And I think, right now I thank them for, understanding me. And also understanding my son. Because for an autistic child, a normal autistic child, they are very hyper. Sometimes they steam and they vocal steam. That means they hum loudly or they scream. And also when we go probably a new place, they may not get to adjust to the environment. So they may tend to keep aside or play alone, or at that moment they just want to go home. So with friends, you have to explain to them, I'm coming with my son. Is this there? How is it going to be? Is it going to be loud? Is it an open place?
Wow.
Because your child may just decide to run off. You're going to have to pick up their pace and run after them. Is the place safe? Are there a lot of kids? Such kind of questions, they make us understand where we're going so that we can adapt to that place.
Wow.
And also the food. The food aspect is a big issue because for my son, he doesn't eat food that is new. So the only safe food that he eats outside is fries. And not seasoned fries, just plain fries. I carry my own ketchup from home. So those are the things that we adapt when going outside, and so that we can, other people may not look at us with the binoculars. As people stare and it's uncomfortable. People stare and it's very uncomfortable for me. They'll be like, why is he screaming? Why is he behaving like that?
Wow. Maybe for you, our viewer, after getting this information, you know how to live with them, you know how to understand them, even know how to love them. We are running into a short break, and that break is for you to send in your questions, send in your comments, and get to ask anything you'd like to understand from our amazing viewers here. That was an amazing first segment. I'm looking forward to the next segment. Up to then, stay tuned.
Every great journey begins with a single step. And at Jesse K. Hospital College of Health Sciences, that step is met with warmth, guidance, and possibility. Here, learning goes beyond the books. It is where future healthcare heroes are nurtured by passionate instructors who believe in their potential. From theory to practice, our healthcare assistant students gain real-world skills in real healthcare settings, preparing them to serve, support, and make a difference from day one. Because at Jesse K. Hospital College of Health Sciences, we don't just teach healthcare, we empower excellence. Admissions are now open for our January and February intakes. Step into your future today. Find us at Blessed House, 5th floor, opposite Garden City Mall. Jesse K. Hospital College of Health Sciences, empowering excellent healthcare.
And to you, our amazing viewer, we are back. Just like we mentioned that we're giving you a short break to send in your questions. Thank you so very much. I can see questions creeping in, and we are so much glad we'll be debunking them in the next few. So that was an amazing first segment. We're just asking ourselves, basically, what does autism look like? What does the life of an autistic person look like? What is their world like? What is their worldview? How do they see things? And what is this that makes them powerful? Because it's the difference that makes you powerful. So they're not crazy people. They're not bad people. They're just being curated in unique forms. It's our uniqueness and authenticity that makes us human beings. So thank you so very much. I'm sure you've learned a thing or two. And in this second segment, we're going to be looking at support systems and how the emotional journey has been, especially for the parenting. Then policy. What are the available policies that are securing their future? How does inclusion and accessibility look like for them? That is what we're going to be discussing in this second segment, even as we cover your questions. So thank you so very much for joining. And I just remind you that this program has been powered and sponsored by Jesse K. Hospital. They're currently running a lot of programs in Roysambu, Juja Farm, Mariaine. And I'm sure if you can just go and take advantage of the offers they're having currently, from dental to physiotherapy, you are going to benefit quite a lot. So thank you so much, Jesse K. Hospital, for sponsoring this program. It is through that we've been able to get such amazing people. This is an amazing conversation. Personally, I had never known these details. It's amazing. Maybe even as we prepare to go through the second segment, we can look at you as a caregiver. What has been the hardest I mean, the hardest moment in your life, especially emotionally, when you're dealing with your son and the world you're existing in?
Caregiver burnout.
Caregiver burnout.
That means that there comes a time that you are all worn out. You're tired emotionally. It even gets physically. So yeah, that has been mostly my most challenging thing. But going forward, I had to learn how to go through it and what are my markers for when I need a break. And when I need a break, who helps me out? Who are my support system? Yeah, so I had to figure that out for me not to, to break, because my son needs me. And also I need to be in perfect, well-being for me to continue. Yeah.
Maybe for you, Paul, what should parents understand about how their children feel, especially when they're autistic?
Communication. That is the biggest thing. I interact with some parents, and the first thing that you ask them is, how do you communicate with your child? And even if it's nonverbal, how does the child? And you see, most of the parents, whenever the child will do something, and some parents are like, you see, he's truant, anapenda kusumbua, but you try to tell them, okay, have you tried seeing what he's communicating about? Are you trying to look at his hobbies and everything? And I know Esther will agree with me. So you need to have a sit down with the child and communicate, because there's this thing called masking. I am a product of masking.
Me too.
It's not good at all.
It's very tiring.
It's very tiring, because you get a lot of burnout, and you don't know how to tell people about those burnouts. So you don't want your child to mask. That is the thing. So communicate to the child. Don't care what, and also do not care what other people say. That's your child. It's not everyone's child. And even just all in all, the thing is your child to be, actually it's for society to accept your child. It's not the child to be accepted by society. So it's all about how your child can be, how society can accept your child, and also like, and the first thing is for you to accept your child. And know how your child is, how he or she communicates, know everything about the child, and try to look at activities that can make your child happy and satisfied.
Wow, parents, this takes a lot of active involvement, active participation, and to require you to introduce your child to the world, not introduce the world to the child.
Yes.
It's all for the child to accept the society. It's the society to accept the child.
Yes.
So we have a role to play. You and I out there, we have a role to play. Let's make this world a conducive place for them. Many parents feel a lot of guilt. Maybe I don't know how it was for you, Esther. Did you feel such a thing, and how did you overcome it?
Well,
Parenting guilt.
actually, no.
Didn't.
I didn't, because I could relate with my child, because we sort of have the same, issues, sensory issues. So I could relate. And the minute I had to get to acceptance of the autism, you have to grow a thick skin. Let them judge, let them look. At that point, you don't matter. My child matters. I matter.
Yeah.
How my child feels matters, and how I feel matters. So I could block out any kind of critiques or, the societal, norms of how everything should be. I didn't care. Let me say I didn't care. But to pick up on what Paul had said about communication, during behavior therapy, we come up with communication devices for children who are nonverbal. That means you have to understand your child first, and you have to pick up to where your child is. the child who are nonverbal, can he write or can he or she write? You have to teach the skills you have to use specs. Those are pictures. So when you come to adapt that, they're able to communicate. They're able to show you, I want food. You have to have a picture for food. Then you know, oh, my child needs food. That is communication. If he or she can write, if they can write, let's say even one word, doesn't have to write a whole story. If they can write, I want food, that is also communication. Also, children with autism, they tend to hand lead. That means, holding your hand and directing you to where they want to access something or where they want to go. That is also communication. So it comes down to the parent. You have to understand your child. You have to understand how your child communicates. You pick up from there. You pick up from there and build the communication from where they are. You cannot start introducing speech as a way of communication to a nonverbal child.
Yeah.
It's gonna take so long before they build up speech.
Yeah.
So you have to pick up from where they are. If it's hand leading, try introduce specs. He'll show you, I want food, I want water, I want, going outside.
Yeah.
I want, anything that they need at that moment. If it's writing, if they're able to write, the better. But you have to pick up from where they are. Don't introduce something that is far-fetched at that moment. It's not gonna work.
Wow, profound. We have very many people who've sent in their questions and we're going to be covering them in a few. Maybe allow me just to pass some shout outs. Thank you so much, Leah Madai, for joining. We are glad that you've joined. Lewis Ndege, good to see you. Enoch, good to see you. Thank you so very much. They're tuned and they're saying they're learning quite a lot today. It's an immersive. We've taken a deep dive.
Yeah.
Yes, we are in the deepest ends of the show.
Okay.
So allow us to cover a few questions here. Some of them we've talked about them. Maybe people need clarity. How can we help children with autism express their feelings safely?
Well, good thing we were talking about communication.
Yeah.
So, first of all, you have to understand your child. What triggers their anxiety. And just like any other child, you have to know what makes them happy. What are they a fan of? What are their preferred activities? What do they like? And when we talk about emotions, we're talking about, let's say, sadness, or are they happy? And if they're happy, how do they show they're happy? Most kids, they'll pace around, or shout in excitement, or flap their hands. So at that moment, you need to understand your child first, because we are not the same. One person's autism is not the other person's autism. It's not replicable. Yeah. So it's not the same for kids. You have to understand your child first. And if they are nonverbal, you have to find a way to release their, anxiety or their anger. So their kids, some autistic kids, they tend to hurt themselves. So they bang their heads on the wall. That is not safe. But that is them expressing their anger or frustrations. You have to redirect that kind of feeling or that kind of emotion to, you could pick up from something that they like. Maybe they like a squeeze ball, their sensory balls. You can offer a sensory ball for them to, to regulate their emotions. Or you can pick, swinging. Maybe they like swinging. Pick it up as a way of regulating their emotions. Also, running. I mean, for any other person, when you're stressed out, when you go for an activity, you feel relaxed. So, you can give them options. But for that kind of behavior of banging or self-hurting or even biting themselves, that is harmful. So that is something that you would want to redirect. But for other things, if it's not harmful for them and not harmful for any other person in the environment, then they can carry on. I mean, flapping does not hurt anybody. Flapping doesn't hurt anybody. Flapping doesn't hurt anybody. Screaming also doesn't hurt anybody.
True.
It may be uncomfortable for somebody who doesn't understand, but it does not hurt anyone.
True.
So then, that's it.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Onduso from Githurai is commenting that this is a very good discussion today. Maybe, are there myths or misconceptions about autism that you can debunk?
Yeah. The first thing, Esther said it, autism has a face. That is one big myth that you hear. So, like, we always have a lot of SI units.
Yeah.
Like, this is how autism should look like. And that is one big myth we are trying to debunk. Autism is a spectrum. And that's why you'll find this there are people who were with autism, but we are super different. Will not be the same. And that's why I always tell parents, your child will never be me.
Wow.
Your child will never be Elon Musk, but your
Yo.
child will be your child. Like, he will grow up way better than me.
Yeah. True.
And he may grow up way better than me, or he or she will grow up enjoying, if he is in a proper environment and everything, he or she will be happy all the time.
Yo.
That's what I can say. That's one myth about autism. Number two, autism, there are people come and say autism is a digestive disorder.
Yeah.
Like, there's a cure of autism and everything.
Yeah.
And that's not, currently we don't have a cure of autism.
Yeah.
And autism is also not caused by vaccinations.
Yeah.
It is not scientifically proven.
Yeah.
So that is, it's still a myth. And then number three, the one, autism, this now comes religion based. Sadly, there are people who still believe autism is like the devil.
It's demonic.
It's demonic, and
That people need to be prayed.
yes, it's like a generational curse. We need
Yeah.
to
Interesting.
pray for them and everything.
Yeah.
And it's not.
So really.
It's not even really. There's no really part of it. It's not
Yeah.
a demonic curse. So it's just people being different.
Yeah.
So it's more on learning to accept and making sure the society accepts them. Okay, I don't know if the society accepts them or they accept the society. I don't know how. Like,
The society
but
to accept.
It's people who make a society.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the society to accept them for who they are and try to make them feel comfortable.
Wow. Another good
Yeah.
question here is, I find it quite interesting. Is it true that autistic people see different colors and sounds from the normal ones?
Discriminatively, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Probably may notice some sound that is maybe, at the back of the very end.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you
really?
may
Yeah,
not. Yeah.
you may not. Yes.
Interesting.
There's that sound you can hear.
He's very sensitive to sound. Someone may
Yes.
be also very sensitive to light or maybe a particular color. I may see it, but I'll need you to, I have to explain for you that this color is not the same as
There's
this one.
this, yes.
Yeah.
So you guys see details
Yeah.
that we might not typically see sometimes.
Yes.
Interesting.
And, behavioral patterns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Some kind of body language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very common with autistic people.
Wow. The last one. What are the early signs of autism in kids that parents and caregivers should look out for?
Yeah, I had pointed out earlier, they're like eye contact, delayed communication. They have to distinguish not delayed speech, delayed communication, repetitive patterns, social interactions that maybe kids, they like to play alone. They play in in their own way. That means to say a child may be given a car. A typical child will start, driving it around, but an autistic child may just look at the wheels. Maybe focus on how the wheels are turning. Yeah, those kind of pointers.
Interesting. So, in one word, Paul, what's going on in your mind?
A lot.
A lot.
That's one word, I think.
Yeah.
Esther, in a sentence.
Okay.
Yeah, what's going on in your mind?
Right now,
Yeah.
well, we have a long way to go on autism
Yeah.
awareness.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a lot of work ahead.
Yeah, but I'm glad we are not at that point that we are starting to define what is autism.
Yeah.
That happened maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right now, we are moving away from that kind of discussion. We are more focused on support and management and, therapy interventions that are available and how we can, support people with autism and other neurodivergent kids and adults too.
Fantastic. We are running towards the end of the show, but before we do that, we can just touch a little bit of what government is doing in terms of policy and what does that mean for the society?
First of all, it's been tough with government. One of the things that we really, really celebrate is the Persons with Disabilities Act 2025.
Wow.
First of all, autism is a disability.
Yeah.
And we are glad that it was recognized in the Persons with Disabilities Act. And also right now, persons with parents and caregivers who have children with autism, they can register their children as a person with disability. And right now, after getting the assessment from the hospitals, they can now register it online through the eCitizen platform. That is really, really a lifesaver. We can say that because kitambo it was all of us, kila mtu amefika Westlands. Tumejazana huko. Na it is, and you cannot find how it can be exhausting.
Yeah.
Both for the people, for NCPWD, and also for the parents and caregivers who are there. So that is one thing. We also have the National Disability Policy. And now also issues related to autism is now under the Ministry of Social Protection.
Wow.
That is a very, very big move. So it is saying more of a disability. We are also now, although there's a multi-sectoral approach, which we are trying as much as possible. We have not perfected it yet. The government hasn't perfected it yet, but at least you can see it's in its baby steps. A multi-sectoral approach within Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, and Ministry of Social Protection.
Wow.
So we also had the Autism Management Bill. I was glad that we went to organization to speak about it at the Senate committee, and we were given like the green light. It needs some amendments that we do agree. There are amendments that it will be kept on, but on top of that, we still do believe that there is a little bit of win. Although yes, there are challenges such as we have not yet removed the unsound mind principle out of it. We have not yet defined it. That is always our biggest challenge because it really, really inhibits us from doing a lot of things. But we are moving there, and hopefully soon we shall be. The government will be more aware. Both the national and county governments will be more aware, and we will be able to proceed forward in a very good way. Yes.
Wow. Maybe a little bit more details about the organization and the association you're working on.
So we have it's called the Neurodivergent Society of Kenya, NSK. So NSK, we formed on the principle of we need our own voice. Because we used to see most organizations, there was that caregivers approach, which we do not dispute. We just kept our own organization where we need our own voice. We need to speak we need our voices heard, and we need like people now to know we are here, and also like to give an inspiration to other people, and to especially the caregivers, that their children, their sons and daughters can have their own voice. So that is what you're doing. Currently, we'll be having a fun thing. We will send it to you shortly. So where I want to have like a Zumba thing, 25th, the hub Karen. So see you there.
Fantastic.
Esther, you can talk.
Yeah.
Maybe Esther, in your parting shot, you can just tell us what the church, education centers, and the society should do better.
I think I should begin with the schools.
Okay.
Well, right now, it's safe to say that there are many schools that are inclusive. That means that they're not putting the autistic kids aside, like in a special class. That is so wrong, because there is no special world for the autistic people. The minute you've confined them in their own class, they'll never learn the outside world. We need to put them together with the neurotypicals so that they can blend in, they can learn from them, they can learn from each other. The typical kids can learn from the neurodivergent kids. The neurodivergent kids can learn from the typical kids. I mean, they play outside at home, so why put them separately in classes? The schools are really supporting the kids also with the CBC system for the younger kids. They're able to learn skills and learn also, not just because they can speak or they can write. They are learning with the manipulatives that they put in place. Also in churches right now, they don't, let me say this word, they don't say, pelekeni wa mtoto nje. Because they are
communication.
And
exactly.
No praying.
Yeah. But at least these days services don't last 5 hours. These days we see it's 2 hours. Most churches, they put it, they confine their service to that time. So because the neurodivergent are not very patient, so they're able to sit in, like I go to church with my son, and he sits there and he's very comfortable, especially with the music. He loves singing, he loves dancing. With the society, just you have to build your community, your own small community, those that understand your child. So for the neurodivergent kids, they can play with other kids. Don't lock them in the house. Before, you used to see parents locking their kids inside the house because they have some, behaviors that people term them as, they don't accept. No, just let them play with the others. They will learn. Let them play their own way. Others will catch up. And yeah.
Powerful. Maybe how can people get to interact with you more? Which platforms are you available on in 30 seconds?
Well, let's speak for NSK.
So NSK, we are on Instagram, and we are on LinkedIn called Neurodivergence Kenya. You can just find us there. Also, for me, just search the Autistic Lawyer. You'll just find me. Yeah.
The Autistic Lawyer.
I'm in all platforms.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Perfect. How about you?
For me, I have to mention that I have a foundation, the Neurohaven Foundation. You can reach me through my foundation contacts. We are on TikTok also, we're on Instagram. You can message me there. I'll be able to give guidance on how to handle your autistic children. Also give some referrals for therapies.
Wow, that was an amazing session. We've come to the end of our program today. It was just all matters decoding and debunking the art. I mean, this thing called autism. We've gotten to understand it. Personally, I've been delivered from a lot of ignorance and misinformation. So I have come out of this place, just as usual as it is for healthyyou program. We want to make you informed, and we want to ensure that you're living healthy lives, even for the society, for the nations, and even the different parts of the world. We would have wished to take it longer. But to this end, that was our time.
Yeah.
So what do we say? Adios. Muchachos. See you next time. Thank you.
At JCK Hospital, we understand that a child's smile is priceless. That's why our dental services are tailored with care and compassion to ensure your little ones have the best experience possible. From gentle checkups to specialized treatments, our pediatric dental experts create a safe and friendly environment, making every visit fun and stress-free. Because we believe healthy habits start young. And for the grown-ups, we've got you covered too, with top-notch dental care for the whole family. Visit JCK Hospital today, located in Roysambu, opposite Park University on Lumumba Drive, and experience dental care that's gentle, professional, and family-friendly. JCK Hospital, you first.